Hello and welcome. It has been a long time. I know a lot of people have been messaging me and asking where the heck I am. I've just been busier than a one-armed wallpaper hanger with crabs. How's that? I've got 3 videos in the queue that I haven't finished for one reason or another. Just been waiting either editing or parts to come in to finish the project. But today I've got a real short one. I may have even done this before. I can't remember. I didn't see it in my list. This is a garage door opener. This is the piece that goes in the garage. This is for the motorcycle. The motorcycle has a transmitter. And when you come down the hill, when I just flip the headlight switch on the Harley, it triggers this and the door opens or the door closes. It's really handy when you're wearing gloves and you don't want to have to dig around your pockets for remote control. It's tied into the headlight switch. It's just a quick high-low or low-high, whatever position you start from. You just do the transition up and down. And that triggers the transmitter and this receiver picks it up. And this has got to be close to 20 years old. I think the first time it was about 8 or 10 years old when it failed, and I replaced the capacitors and the power supply. And it's failed again. It works, you know, if you unplug it and plug it in. I don't know if the light will come on. Okay, it lit up this time, but I can see it's fading. If I was to plug this in now, it would work, but if I leave it plugged in and go for a ride and come back, the door won't open, and I'll go upstairs and this is either extremely dim or out. And yeah, I can see it dimming down. So what we're going to do is just open this little puppy up and change the capacitors. If you've got one of these, this one happens to be Harley Davidson branded. I'm sure there are other names. Anti-theft garage door remote control. It's probably got several people's badging on it, but bought this from the Harley shop. It's got to be 20 years ago. Do I have a Phillips over here? I don't believe I do. I'll be right back. Okay, I said Phillips. These are actually JIS. This thing's probably made in China. Yes, assembled in China. I bought myself some JIS screwdrivers a few years ago, and when I bought them and used them for the first time, I said, why the hell didn't I do that years ago? This is a standard Phillips, and let's get the handle and frame here. You can see how loose that is in the screw. Now, you can get the screws out for sure. You can struggle along with those and get the screws out. But this JIS one, when it's in there and locked, there is no play. I mean, I'm moving the box every time I wiggle a screwdriver now. If you haven't bought a set of JIS screwdrivers, get a good set and you'll be amazed at just how well they work, or how much, you know, better they feel in the hand and in the screw itself. They're amazing. And okay, we'll get these 4 screws out, open this thing up and peek inside. Last one coming out. And I've said this in multiple videos, these are thread cutting screws. When you put these back in, don't just put them in and turn them. I've said this on many videos, because every time you put them in, if you're not careful, you're cutting a new thread in the plastic, and after 3 or 4 ins and outs, there's no more plastic. Turn them backwards until it drops in and then spins freely till it finds its original thread. Hear that click? That means the thread dropped in place. That way you're not cutting a new thread every time, and you can open something up and close it multiple times without it failing. Let's see what's holding this in. I guess nothing. It's been a long time. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 filter caps here, and I'm just going to shotgun this thing and change all of them. Just about guarantee that's what's wrong with this, and we'll put it back together. I won't bore you with all the soldering and desoldering. I'm not even going to bother testing these. I've been through this before. We do have some poly caps here. I can't remember if I changed those last time or not. Of course, I should, at this age, I should probably check them. I'll probably do that. Let Let me get my desoldering tool warmed up here. Okay, just for giggles, I pulled the 2 poly caps. These are the voltage dropping caps that are used to drop the AC line voltage, you know, for the power supply. This is a 105 or 1 microfarad or 1,000 nanofarads for the new guys. I'm old school. And this is a 104, which is a 0.1 microfarad or 100 nanofarads. I grew up and everything was in microfarads, or microfarads or picofarads. So you'll hear me occasionally say, you know, 100 microfarads when it's 100 picofarads. Long ago we didn't use pico and nano and yada yada, but that's today's vernacular. But those are fine. This one measures 0.99 instead of 1 microfarad on my old Sencor, and this one measures 0.099, so they are absolutely fine. I'm going to stick those back in and I'm going to pull the electrolytics out. One of these stores up the operating voltage for the microprocessor using this dropper, and the other 2 here are for clicking on the relay down on the door control. This feeds that because these need a little more current to charge those caps up quickly. But I suspect it's this one here that's failed. We'll pull it out and take a look. Okay, we just went ahead and shotgunned all of the capacitors now. I was getting a bad case of deja vu here. Last time I did this is I'm going through here and I'm checking these caps, and they all seem to be pretty much in tolerance, and the leakage was okay and the ESR was okay. And I remember that last time I think it was the same situation, but I went ahead and shotgunned everything, and 10 years down the road, you know, it worked 10 years and failed, you know, this week. So I'm doing the same thing. I just shotgunned everything, all brand new capacitors in the power supply. And for what they get for these things, it's worth throwing capacitors in it if I can save it. So we're going to put this back together and see what we've got. See if the power LED is nice and bright. There we go. I'll just stick a couple of screws in it. Remember, turn your screws backwards. Reverse them until you hear them drop into the thread. Let's see if I can get it up here. I don't know if you're going to hear it over the dehumidifier and the air conditioner. Let's see. Hear the click, and I turn them backwards until they drop into the original thread. This way you're not cutting material out every time you screw the thread in. Let's see. Get this over here, plug it in. And nothing. Absolutely dead. What the heck? Nothing. Wonder if I lost a diode this time. Suppose that's a possibility. Make sure there's no charge here. Alright, we'll open it back up, see what we find. What we found is a case of operator headspace. I put the freaking filter cap in backwards. I haven't done that in 40 years. I guess I'm reverting back. So I'm not even going to take a chance with this one. I'm just going to take it out and replace it. We'll be back. Okay, I can't believe I'm that stupid. How long have I been doing this? I know I looked at the polarity before I put it in there, and somehow I still put it in backwards. Okay, let's double check here. This one is incorrect, I believe, I hope, I pray. Yeah, that one's alright. That one's alright. That's okay, that's okay. That one's right, that one's right, and that one's right. Okay. I'm going to shut this off and very gingerly put it in without the case. And we have an LED. So the power supply is working, and we'll put this thing together, take it outside, and as they say down south, we'll plug it up and see how it's working. So I'll see you outside. Okay, we plugged in the receiver upstairs, and LEDs instantly came on where before it wouldn't sometimes. And we should be in business. Shouldn't have to reprogram it or rematch it. Oh, better turn off the alarm system here. We'll disarm now. And that's a radio in the background you're hearing. Switch on. Up, down. There goes the door. It's going up. There it stopped. Going back down. And the beauty of this thing is it has probably close to a 300-foot range. When I'm coming down the hill coming home, I can flip the headlight switch once, and I can see the garage door down the bottom of the hill starting to open up, and I don't even have to slow down. I just zip up the driveway right into the garage, and when I get into the garage, give it one of these and the door goes down behind me. Hope somebody found that useful. If you're having trouble with your garage door opener and the LED is either out or intermittent, you know, sometimes it'll come on, sometimes it'll go off, it's probably the capacitor's failing. Now the interesting thing is all of them tested good for ESR, all of them tested good for capacitance, and all of them tested good for leakage. And I'm sitting here remembering now that it was the same way the first time, so evidently it's a marginal design. But it's working fine now, and I expect it'll probably operate for another 10 years without a problem. That's it, short and sweet, and we'll catch up with you soon. I'm the Radio Mechanic. Thanks for stopping by.